All right, good evening, everybody. I hope you are doing well. And everything is fine. Uh, I'm just looking for the co-host. She's in the house. There we go. So good morning, Leader Jerina. And I hope you are doing well. Please take over. Let's start.
Good morning, leadership. Good morning, everyone. You're welcome to our Friday session of question and answers. It is a beautiful morning here in Uganda. Kindly type in where you are connecting from, and we will not take a lot of time since we know Friday is always packed with questions and answers. We believe we are going to have a great session. We believe we are going to have a great session. Please remember to call in your people, your participants, share the link in the groups. We have FRN from Busia, Achendri. Yes, good morning. Good morning, Safisi. Roy Kumenta from Chigali, you're welcome on the call. Kathy from Nairobi, you're welcome. Welcome everyone. Let's share the link. We will be starting in the next few minutes. Our leader is here. And for those of you who already have questions, you can go ahead and write the questions on the chat. You write your question on the chat as others are writing in where they are connecting in from. Then we will go ahead and start. And those of you who would like to ask your questions by yourself, you will be able to raise your hand and we will be going to and fro. We will let you ask your question or you can type it in the chat. Yes, Diana from Nairobi, you're welcome. Nice to have you on the call. Nyombi, you're welcome. Welcome on the call. Leader Mirage, you're welcome on the call. Do not forget your downlines. Do not forget your team. This is a very important session because we ask each and every question which covers almost every other topic that we have on all the days in the week. Kate from Nigeria, you're welcome. Aaron from Uganda, you're welcome on the call. Peter, Kenya, you're welcome. So we already have questions and we are not going to waste any more time. Leadership, I'm not sure if Coach Mo is on the call or we are going to have it together, me and you. If Coach Mo is on the call, okay, I think we will go ahead and start the call. Everyone, you're most welcome. This is Friday, our question and answer session. For those who are new, we have trainings from Monday all through the week. And even on the weekend, we have a great call that our leader I think has already let us know that is going to be happening. So, but today it is a question and answer session where you ask anything about your robot, what has not been able to go well. There are leaders who come on this call and answer that question. And we do it either by you writing on the chat or by asking your question, by raising your hand, and we let you unmute and you ask your question. Without wasting any more time, I'm going to start by reading our question, which is from FRN. that says, assuming I have $100 and I use $10 as first buying amount and give a robot 18 margin calls. And in the second case, I set a trade with the same capital of $100 and use $5 as the first buying amount. Wow, this question is really, really wrong. Leader Julius, are you there? Can we go ahead and start off with this question?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to read the question again. It says, assuming I have $100 and I only use $10 as the first buying amount, and I give a robot 18 margin calls. And in the second case, I set a trade with the same capital of $100 and use $5 the first buying amount with 20 margin calls and enter the same trade with the same current price. Which one of them would come out easily, assuming the market dropped and bought all the margin calls for both cases and then later rose? Help me interpret this, please. Okay, we have two cases. One, we are using $100 and you start with $10 as the first buying amount with 18 margin call. And in the second case, it's also $100, but you start with $5 as the first buying amount with 20 margin calls. Which of the two cases, which of the two trades will come out first? Leader Julius, did you get the question well? I believe Leader Julius is still getting ready. Leader Julius is still getting ready. As he's getting ready, please share the link and let your people get in the call. As he's getting ready, you're writing those questions.
I think it was my network, but I think I can. Can I go ahead and answer the question?
Yes, Seven.
Thank you so much, Dajerina. Now, opening up of margin calls. When you open up margin calls, whether you open up 30, whether you open up, another one opens up 30, another one opens up 50, another one opens up 100 margin calls. This does not decide. This is not responsible of which coin will leave the market first. The only thing that decides which coin will leave first is seated on your multiple buying ratios. Okay. If someone is buying with 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, which is okay because you are just putting money in the market. But in most cases, this approach does not pull the average price or your entry price closer to your current price. If someone is using a 2, 4, 8, 16 approach, which is called a double wrap, this allows the coin to leave faster in the market, the coin to get out faster, because whenever it drops and the robot buys, it pulls the average price closer to the current price. But in this case of $100, where we are, you need to change your settings depending on market situation. From now, up to 20th, the market is going to be too good. I don't know why is it too good? Because there is already the fear of missing out. Why the fear of missing out? Number one, it is believed that on day one, Donald Trump will start to execute the Bitcoin reserve policy. Number two, it is believed that on day one, Donald Trump is already setting up a committee of 24 people responsible about cryptocurrency. Now, this causes people to develop the fear of missing out. And because of that, markets are going to be too good. Now, what are you supposed to do? If recently your drop size was 1%, you need to edit it. If you are very fearful, to around 0.5, 0.2, so that you allow your robot to buy very fast, because when the coin rises, you make more money. But moving out of the coin fast, as long as you are buying with a multiple of 1-1 approach, there is no effect to what the price bought recently. Okay, so opening up of margin calls with an approach of 1-1 approach does not affect or cause a coin to move out of the trade path. But opening up of more margin calls helps you to buy more as the coin is going down, so that you could make more profit when the coin rises. I hope I've answered.
Okay. Okay. Our next question, let's go to the next question that is from Ruth. Ruth says, her question is about holding the coins. How is it safe to hold a coin on Royal Q for long? And during this time that you are holding a coin, consume fuel or it's charged at the end of the trade? I don't know whether you understand what he's meaning, Leader Julius.
Continue, I'm listening.
He says,
I just don't understand what he's saying, but I'm listening.
I also don't understand at the end, but I can only understand that how safe is it to hold the coin on Royal Q? And but during that time when the coin is being held, does it consume a fuel or it's charged at the end of the time? Maybe Ruth, you can clarify on your question, or you can put up your hand and ask it by yourself as we go on to the next question. The next question is from Boy. He says, what can you do when a coin is overbought but doesn't retrace to the 38.2 or 50 and continues to pump? What can you do when a coin is overbought but does not retrace to the 38.2 or 50% and continues to pump?
What can you do? And can you come again?
Boy, the question is from Boy, and he says, what can you do when a coin is overbought, but it does not retrace to the 38.2 or 50% and it continues to pump?
So what do? You trade another coin. Because your reason of trading is to find a better opportunity that fits your understanding. It is not a must that coins have to retrace to 38.12, 50, or 61.8 fib levels. I think one of the issues that I need to handle is what we call expectations when it comes to technical analysis or trading. Many traders have a challenge that they think market will do what they want markets to do, but market will always do what they want to do. So you look for another coin that could give you a better buying opportunity than you trying to chase a coin that is continuing on an uptrend. Or you can use indicators to wait for retracement of a crossover by KDJ or MACD. find other entry opportunities on other coins. You are not dying on one coin as if it's the only one in the market. Hope that could be the right answer. But I believe when someone continues to attend those classes, we shall talk about fib extensions. How would you keep trading on a coin using the fib extension approach? So the person just needs to continue to attend other trainings, because only understanding Fibonacci is not enough. There are other trading tools you can use to keep trading in the market, which I may not go through right now because this is not a technical class lesson. Back to you, Coach Jerry.
And Okari says, what's the best strategy to make the most money in Royal Q?
The best strategy is the change of approach on your margin calls depending on market situation. For example, like I said, recently, markets have been bad, and people would have drop sizes of 1 to 2. But as we speak right now, markets are not overdropping. Markets are making small drops. So reduce your drop to around 0.2, 0.3 so that your robot could buy more. That is one. Number two, coin selection. You'll find that there are coins that outperform others when it comes to volatility. There are coins that are more volatile than others. And this comes to you just being observant. I cannot teach it. You just need to be observant. What do I mean by being observant? Observancy. What is observancy? Observancy is that in cryptocurrency, there is usually a narrative. Okay, there is usually a narrative. Now, I've said it before that I cannot be 100% sure, but there is a narrative that people talk about most, and these coins are called the ISOs 222, and they include HBAR, they include XRP, they include XLM, they include Algo, they include IOTA, they include XDC, they include ADA. Now, those ones, it's a narrative, okay? But also, it is very easy, like those of you who attended the morning training, although I didn't give this as, but I discussed, let me put this in the 4 time frame, that if you want to trade, you can always come here, even if the coin is pumping, and you use this indicator called RSI, especially if someone is, you come here, you use RSI, and you can use any of these. Number one, you can use 15 minutes. Whenever the coin gets in the oversold means that if this is the RSI and it moves from 0 to 100, and in between here is 50, meaning that when the coin moves from 0 and reaches 100, it has risen 100% by momentum, which means that once it comes down back to 0, it has come down back to 0, meaning above 80, this coin is in the overbought area, and below 20, this coin is in the oversold area. Now, if you are good at opening up margin calls as one of the biggest trick, and when you open up your margin calls, you understand the logic on how the robot works, that you are using a martingale strategy bot that buys at different prices and sells at once. So if you have your capital, okay, this is martingale, and from the fifth call, the robot buys each call alone and sells it alone. So you basically understand that robot is a matting a robot with a grid robot within it, but with special features that it buys these together and sells them alone. And at the same time, it buys each of these independently. And with that on your mind, okay, you are setting up your margin calls in a way that it buys the first 4 margin calls very fast, and then it starts buying these ones. So it buys them and sells them, buys them and sells them before it rises to sell off everything that it bought here. So if you are a high risk taker, which is key, because there are two things: you are here and you want money, which is here. But this road that you need to use to get the money that you want is tiny, and down here there is a very long ditch with thorns that when you fall into, you don't return. But the challenge could be that most people that want the money have the fear of the ditch. So the fear of the ditch is bigger than their desire to achieve the money. So whenever they start off the journey, they fear to fall in the ditch. So when you decide to use, let me say, this length of 6, which is very fast in the oversold area, then you say, my first buying amount is going to be bought very fast. So the art of my business is to open up many margin calls so that when I buy here and the market doesn't rise and comes down, I'll buy more, because when this coin will rise, I'll maximize and make a lot of money. So you can use RSI so that whenever this coin, but if you have fear, you can use the RSI of 12. If because Royal Q, when it was defining risk appetite, it said there are 3 types of risk takers. Number one, there are risk takers that are radical. So we call them in crypto degens, people who don't fear loss. Then we have steady, people who they are not highly fearful, but they are not also they're not so fearful, but at the same time they are not so high risk takers. Then you have conservatives. Now I also use the RSI. Conservatives are people who are very conserving. They fear so much. So choose where you belong. So if you were degen, then a 6 is good. If you are a conservative, a steady, then a 12 is good. If you are fearful, then a 24 is better for you. So choose where you belong. This I don't have any personal choice. But RSI, once it will just drop, it is an RSI of 6. Once it will drop below 20, the robot will buy. So it will buy, 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 buy. If it continues down a little bit, buy. When it rises, it sells. Okay. Now, perfect. If you could decide to at least trade $1,000 per coin and you open a good number of margin calls, okay? A good number of margin calls with maybe a 0.1 and a 0.2 drop right now, and your robot buys many margin calls in a simple rise, that coin will sell and will make money. You'll make good money. Imagine you can trade 10 coins or 20 coins or 25 or 30 coins in one shot using this approach of RSI, meaning that at the end of the day, that is close to let me say $10,000. If each coin gives you $10, that's $100. And you use that trick to pick your coin. So if you are very fearful, you go in with a 24. If you are moderate, you pick a 12 RSI, which looks at 12 candles or less. You can still open the coin. Then come here on technical. You can use 15. This gets back to you, but 4 hours could be solid. Come and look at the RSI of 14 that looks at the past 14 candles, which is here. Because now you know, okay, that when the RSI is at 84, it is in the oversold area. When even if you take this stochastic, for it is at 100, it is in the overbought area, and you don't want to risk. So if a coin is below 50, is at 40, is at 30, even if you just open the value of the RSI, I have a group here. Let me show you. And their approach to trading, they only use the RSI. I see it. The groups are here. Let me see if I'll see it. Let me place. Is this 100 eyes? Now, these guys, look here, friends. They call themselves 100 eyes crypto. You see, they only use the RSI. I don't know if someone is able to see. Because some of you complicate trading. You see these guys, they only use the RSI. And when the RSI is in the overbought area, maybe in 1 hour, when the RSI is in the oversold area, you see they buy. Are you able to see? So you can also find a time frame that works for you. For example, you say, I'll use the RSI of 14. Whenever it gets in the overbought, in the oversold area, I buy all in 1 hour. Okay. Enkoko muziwadde amazzi. Gende musokemu. Musokemu enkoko amazzi. Naye lwaki temumbira mu ofiisi yange? Mugende muwe enkoko amazzi. Mutawaana. Muve mu ofiisi yange. Kirabo mutwe. Sorry, guys. So you can be able to choose either in 1 hour and just consider the RSI. Okay. I don't know if I'm making sense of understanding. And once you use this, and as long as, because now you understand, these are buying points. Is the RSI, where is it at 79? The risk is very high. Where is the RSI? It is below 50. The risk is low. You buy, you open more margin calls because you are sure that as this market has dropped down here, once it rises, whatever it has bought in this mode, it will sell it and be able to profit big time. I don't know if I've given some good answers to that question. I don't know if I've given some good answers to that question. So it simplifies picking of coins, but also on the other side, it makes life very easy for you. As long as you understand the art of opening margin calls, it will help you maximize profit and also being dynamic. For example, right now, the market is good. Coins will not dip to those 1%, 2% you have set. When you lower your drop to 0.1, 0.2, your robot will buy more. And when it buys more, when this coin goes up, you are able to profit bigger time. I don't know if I'm clear that way. Back to you, Coach Gerino.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, leadership. Thank you. Please kindly let in your questions again. I think because of the network, we have lost all the other questions. Let me check here if yes, we have Zahara who needs to read out her question. Zara, you can open up your, I will unmute you. You can unmute and ask your question.
Good morning, Coach. Hello?
Yes, Zara, we can hear you. Speak up, please.
Good morning, Coach Julius and Leader Jerina and all the members. My question, I have several questions, but first of all, I want to ask, I'm confused. Is it holding so much same as pausing or? And another question, is it okay? Which one is better, to hold the coin in an exchange or in Royal Queue? Another question, sir.
I have not yet understood anything.
Am I clear?
I have not yet understood anything.
My first question. Hello?
Yes, now I can hear you.
My first question is that they are saying they are saying that holding is not the same as pausing.
Hmm?
And another holding a coin. Holding.
Pausing a coin is not what?
It's not the same as hodling.
Make things easy. Let me share my screen. Why are people complicating things? If I come here, if I come here, all these coins here are stopped. Is that clear? I don't have any running trade. Give me a 2 in the chat if you can see that. And all these coins are stopped, meaning the robot cannot buy more. Number 2, the robot will not sell. That is pausing. The coins have been stopped. Now let me open them. I have a question. Look here. Maybe this coin was paused. It means that no matter how far it rises, the robot will not sell it. Am I creating an understanding? Now, when I keep creating, the goal of holding a coin is to sell it at one time. Give me a 2 if you are following. The goal of holding a coin is to sell it at one time. So RoyalQ helps me to monitor how much profit I've made on a certain coin, as simple as that. So why is it different? No, people are just causing confusion. Because my goal of buying a coin, I want is a monitoring. I don't know if people are understanding. My goal of buying a coin and pausing it, I'm just looking for is a monitoring. I'm simplifying my life. Because when I hold a coin in exchange, is it easy to monitor? Give me some answers in the chat. When I buy a coin on an exchange, is it easy for me to monitor? Me, the reason why I bought the robot is to simplify my life. These issues that people complain, fuel fee, that is never my business. I don't know if someone understands. The goal of me using my robot is to ease my monitoring. I can see very well that this coin now is in a profit of $40 because the robot never goes out of position. That is key. When I buy, I can see I bought here. The current price is here. This was my amount of investment, and this is my profit. So if I'm satisfied with this, I sell the coin. I don't know if now I'm creating sense. Another one here. I bought here. This is the current price. This is my profit. If I'm satisfied, I sell the coin. Is my answer home? Give me a 3 if it is home. So it just helps me. I am looking for simple life. Me, I don't need your headache. I'm looking for simple life. So it is the same. There is no difference. It's for you, your issue is the fuel fee. Then me, I don't have issues with you. Mine is not an issue. I only pay fuel fee when I've made the profit. Am I right? Does anyone get charged the fuel fee without making profit? Does the robot charge you fuel fee when you have not made profit? It means that I have made profit, and on my profit is where I'm being charged fuel fee. So it's not a big deal. Because I take 80% of my profit. For me, it is okay. For me, it's okay. If it's not okay with you, then it remains a personal issue. Your next question.
Thank you, coach. Now the next question: is it okay to use the testimonies you send in our group to put in our channel for advertising royalty? Is it okay?
To do what?
The testimony you sent to put in our channel for advertising or
You can,
is it okay?
you can use a testimony anywhere. Anywhere you want. Does any testimony have a name? Even if it is me and it is my story, even if it is a car, even if I have bought a bicycle and you find it, I have shared it, you take my bicycle and talk about it. It's an achievement. Even if I have shared a shirt and you see it is okay for you to share, take my testimony, use it anywhere.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
There is no big deal.
Thank you.
All right. Back to you, Coach Jerina.
Hamsin would like to know how you measure take profits, and he wants you to talk about the callback and buying callback using the trading view.
Measuring take profits using trading view. So this is my robot. This is my trading view. And I want to trade. As a person, I don't trade everything, but also I have coins I love. For example, before I trade I always change percentage to those that are performing good to those that are performing poorly. I could focus on coins that are doing well and I look for an opportunity on them. For example, I open LTC and I want to trade. Number one, I will have my RSI in play. And since it is in the overbought area, I'll run away for my life. Maybe I check in 15 minutes to see if there is a buying opportunity, because in 15 minutes it's in the oversold area. I lower down to 5 minutes to see if there is an opportunity, and there is an opportunity in 5 minutes on the stochastic RSI. So what do? I bring my horizontal line. I'm a person who uses body close candles. That is my low. And this is resistances. I'm looking for areas of support. So I then bring in my price range. I press it at my current price. And this is a 1%. To me, it is good, but it's not worth my time. So I look for another coin, Dash. I don't know if I've answered you. So basically here, I'll look at a coin in a bigger time frame to get a perspective of what is happening. I can see Dash here is in the oversold area. Then in my mind, I then go maybe to a lower time frame to see if that would be a buying opportunity. If it's not, there is no opportunity, it's okay. Then I find another coin. I don't know if I've answered the first question. So I can look at coins that are performing good. I also look at coins that are performing bad. I don't know if I'm making an understanding. For example, I look at this coin Mana. I see the RSI is showing me some good business in 5 minutes. I can trade in 5 minutes personally, and also I can trade in 4 hours. I'm trying to find an opportunity on a coin that is doing well currently. Then I measure from my current price. This is a 0.7. Don't waste time with that. I need some serious profits. Then I would leave the coin. Then I find another one. I don't know if is understanding. So, but this takes time, depending on how much time you have. Then I can look at this coin in 4 hours. I say crossover. Then I go to lower time frame. But then here it is in the oversold area. But right now, I would say I'll look at coins like XRP, XLM, HBAR, because that's where the narrative is. The narrative is running around those cryptocurrencies, okay? And I find a buying opportunity. Now, this coin is in the oversold area, so it has an opportunity. In the 4-hour time frame, I sit down there, so I'll just go to 30 minutes and find business. I don't know if I've answered you when it comes to measuring take profit. You must be good with your analysis. Okay? You must be good with your personal analysis, which I may not be able to teach here, but is being taught at the 7:30 a.m. class. So you need to apply your price range depending on your analysis. Which I may not go into details right now, but that is how you measure. Then the issue of buying callback, these are just mathematical settings. To me, they have no issues. As long as I can, these are very easy. These things to do with setting up a coin to trade. It depends on how fast do I want my robot to buy, because the word buying callback means that this one, that if my margin call drop is 1%, if my margin call drop is 1%, means that when this coin goes down 1% and rises by 0.01, let my robot buy. Meaning, if I put a 0.01, I want my robot to buy very fast. If I put a 0.1, it means that when the coin rises by 1% and goes high to 0.1, let my robot buy. It means here I want my robot to delay to buy. But when I open many margin calls, my goal of opening many margin calls is to make sure that my robot buys as many as possible. I don't know if people get that. That's why I make my buying callback to happen very fast, because the goal of opening up many margin calls is to make sure that my robot buys as many as possible, because when your robot buys more, it also sells more. I don't know if I've answered you. I don't know if I've answered you about your question. So if I want my robot to delay to buy, I'll switch on the AI margin call, because when I switch on the AI margin call, when the market drops by 1% and rises by 0.01, my robot will not buy. The AI margin call will come in charge. So when I switch on the AI margin call, I want my robot to delay to buy. But when I open so many margin calls, my reason of opening so many margin calls is that I want my robot to buy as many margin calls as possible. I don't know if the answer is home. Back to you, Coach Jerino.
Crypto Wizard. Our next question is from Crypto Wizard. He says, leader, which factors should one consider while drawing a support and resistance on both uptrend and downtrend? What do you consider when you're drawing support and resistance on both uptrend and downtrend?
The question is, what do I consider to do support and resistance? Even if I'm on Royal Q here and I open a coin, what is support? Because you need to go back. What is support? What is resistance? This is the lower from the current price. The next lowest point is here, which is my support one. From this, the next lowest point is here. I don't know if someone is able to see. The next lowest point is here, which is support 2. From this point, the next lowest point is here. So these are my support. From the current price, the next resistance is here. From that, the next one is here. From that, the next one is here. I don't know whether the person is getting answers. So even if the coin is pumping, Those of you who attended the morning class, I hope you remember. We discussed this. This is now this coin. This is support, this is resistance. The highest price from the current price is a resistance. The lowest price from the current price is a support. I don't know if I've answered. Back to you.
Yes, Sebita,
Back to you,
Sebita
Coach
says,
Jeremy.
Sebita says, Sebita's question is, how long does it take for a coin to be sold in a market? How long does it take for a coin to be sold or to get out of the market?
The time frame the coin takes, then you need to ask the coin. Because me personally, I'm not attacking, but I'm trying to place a mindset that nobody knows. I don't know if that is clear. Nobody knows when a coin can sell. The right question would be asked to the coin. Then you, because the coin can know when it will get out of the market, but you, the buyer, I'm not answering in a bad way. No, I'm trying to bring understanding because this is something common. That's the right question would be asked the coin, when I enter you, when will you sell? Because none of us, because when I usually say we don't control the market, someone may not understand me. I'm not answering in a bad way. I don't know if someone is able to understand. I'm trying to bring it in a layman's understanding that when I enter Bitcoin, it's Bitcoin that can know that at this time I will be at 100,000. At this time I will be, I don't know if I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm just trying to bring it in a layman's understanding. It is only Bitcoin that can know. The only thing me I can do, the only thing me I can do is to provide settings. I don't know if someone can understand. Is to provide settings of what the robot will do when the market goes down and what the robot could do when the market goes up. Someone says, but I have some strategy that sells faster. Then come and share. There is no one that can control the market. There is no one that can control the market. When you enter coin, for example, let me open one. Let me open one. Just when I enter this coin, am I sure where the coin is going? No matter how good I am at analysis, I don't know if someone is able. Am I sure? Because I think one of the biggest challenges is to control our expectations because markets can do what they want to do. When I enter this coin, am I sure? That's why when I'm trading, I'll apply an indicator to help me to see, is this coin overbought? Is this coin oversold? Shiba is pumping. Let me see. You see Shiba. Shiba Inu is doing well. Let's check Shiba. Shiba is coughing money. You can take a 2% on Shiba. The momentum is good. The RSI is just on 79. The KDJ is at 80. The MACD is just forming a new cross. Shiba, you can take a 2%. This is its, but its all-time high is very far. 0.003. A 2% is possible here. There's a breaker. There's a 2%. It's possible. The other thing I think which I no longer teach, I think they are the pivot points. This is the fastest way for people to make entries. I think I will look at it one time. I come back and teach pivot points. Because pivot points could give you good points of when, for example, this coin is at 0.238, 0.238. It's at resistance 1. So it's very easy for this coin to get a 0.248. Coin resistance 3, it has entered an overbought area. So it is still here. It is around here. So you can take profit at this point. And it is easy, just that I'm already on this coin on a very long term. I traded it some long years ago, but I see it is coming up. Very soon, I think I'll be smiling. So now I can open up margin calls and be making money as I wait on this coin. But currently, no. But I see I'm coming up. Very soon I'll be smiling. But not now. Back to you, Coach Jerina. I also take 1%. I have no issue with you, sir.
Let's go to our next question, which is from KIS. He says, briefly enlighten me more about fundamentals of KDJ and how to use it to enter a coin. How can you use KDJ to enter a coin?
How to use KDJ to enter coin? The way people bring all the lessons in one day. If you are not strong, I've told you this coin is going to give you, if you take profit at 2.484, it's going to give you your percentage because it has now done a retracement. If I want to trade this coin and I put up my settings and I want to use KDJ, so I change RSI to KDJ. Simple. When K will cross D, it's called a golden cross. Now, usually in these classes, I don't go deep. When K crosses D, it's called a golden cross. And whether the line of trigger happens when K crosses D, because these lines move from 0 to 100. Do you want it when the crossover has happened, when these lines are less than or equal to 30? Or do you want it to buy when these lines are less than or equal to 50? So where the crossover happens, do you want it to, because when the crossover happens, when it is less than or equal to 30, it means the coin has not risen so much. And once you provide these settings, when the crossover will happen in the 15 minutes time frame, the robot will buy. As simple as that. You just need to come to advanced options. You choose KDJ as your indicator. And when K will cross D, this is called a golden cross. So do you want it to happen when it is less than or equal to 30? Because these lines move from 0 to 100. They move from 0 to 100. When they are percentage levels, let me show you. Because it's there on your screen. KD. For example, here, I don't know where the line was because here there are figures 76, 72. So once you set it, when it will buy here, when this crossover will happen, without you, the robot will buy. I don't know if I've answered, but I cannot go deep because there is a day we look specifically for that. I can just keep it simple. Back to you.
Subuga Eric, you can speak out your question. I've unmuted you. Subuga Eric.
katugeze mbaddemu margin calls nga price yasse wansi ndi mu negative oba margin calls zaweddeko oba zikyaliko
naye otowuliranga gwe eddoboozi lyo terivaayo bulungi oli mu kwogeramu headsets ate oli mu kwogereramu headsets kati tukuwulira ate oli mu kukozesa na Luganda lwakuba nkimanyi oyagala kuweereza kibuuzo kyo kituuke bulungi naye kati ggyamu headsets obe ng'oyogera nga tusobola okuwulira.
Ida oli kumpulira?
Yalina kudyo tukuwulira. Gena maaso.
Mbadde mbuuza nti coin bw'obanga ogipoozinze ng'ebadde ekiridde wansi either obadde okyalinako akasente ak'okutradinga oba kaweddeko ng'ekiridde bw'oba ogipoozinga ng'eyambuka waggulu bw'eba eyambuka under pause ekuwa amagoba gennyini ago agabeera nga gaggabibwa ku margin calls oba bw'ogireka n'eyambuka tugeze eyambusa up to 100%. Zonna first buying amount ne margin calls z'oba oguze zonna bakuwa kye kimu oba bakuwa ku first buying amount yokka zino margin calls zino so tebakugabira oba tolina kyofunako.
Number one, this is the last person to ask in Uganda. This is not a Uganda session. Jerina, I hope you need to be very strict to that. This is an international Zoom. So number one, this is not a Uganda session. I need to be very clear and straight to the point.
Leader, I ask in English, eh?
Because now you know English. And at the same time, you are asking in Uganda, meaning you're not allowing others to understand what you are asking.
Okay, then let me ask you. My question was, during pausing a coin, what is mostly affected? Is it the first buying amount or the first 5 margin calls or even the rest of the margin calls when it is raising? Suppose it raises to positive 200 and the price has gone high. Do even the margin calls gain profits out of the pause, or it only benefits the first buying amount or the first 5 buying amount only? That's my question of interest, leader.
When you pause a coin, you are saying, robot, don't continue to do anything. Don't sell when the coin goes down. Don't buy. So pausing is totally pausing the coin. But if your goal of buying a coin, that's where I'm going. If your goal of buying a coin is to hold it for long term, I don't know whether it's getting clear to you. Then, when putting the strategy mode, keep it in the whole warehouse mode, so that if it buys, it will not sell this coin. It will just keep on adding more money without sub-sales. Then pause the coin. If your goal is to hold the coin and pause it, and you are opening margin calls, you can put a take profit, a maximum royalty, accepts 30%, allow your robot to buy in whole warehouse mode, then you pause. So that when it will rise, you will be able to profit. Am I clear?
Okay, I get
I don't
you.
know if I answered you.
You have answered me, but so 30% is the limit. So if it goes above 30%, there is no much or gain on those on margin calls, even if you
When
paused
you
it and
pause
they
a
went
coin,
up.
when you pause a coin, you are saying, robot, do not buy more, do not sell. It means that when you pause a coin, even if it gets to 2 million %, the robot will not sell it. So you need to understand what pausing is. I don't know if I've answered you.
It's okay, leader.
Let me give an example, because it seems like you have not understood. Your margin calls will not operate on a paused coin. I think there is the first approach. When I pause a coin, for example, this coin is paused. Eh? This coin is paused, this one. It can't sell. But if I want this coin to sell, but I don't want any, me, I'm not selling any of my coins. For example, let me look at Doge. This one I'll sell when Trump finish swearing in. This one I'll sell. So if I want this coin to sell, I just open the coin, it is paused. Let me first look. I know sometimes I suffer with these issues of teaching. I teach and I lose my position in the names of teaching. Dogecoin will get there. So if I want this coin to sell, I just come, then I tap activate. The robot will sell it automatically. I don't know if I've answered you finally.
Yeah, I've understood the leader.
Back to you, Coach Jerino.
Okay. Thank you, leader. We move on to the next question. We move on to our next question. Emma says, me, I want to know how I can hold a coin. I think leader already spoke about holding the coin. Innocent to Akire, you can raise your hand and so that we can unmute you. You'd like to ask your question by yourself. So raise your hand so that we can identify you and help you to unmute. As we go on to the next question from Diana. Diana says, please enlighten me on how to analyze the market and the best trading strategies.
I think on this call, I may not teach technical analysis. I think, yeah, it's very hard for me to teach technical analysis on this call. The only thing I think I can teach here is the only thing I think I can teach here is using indicators to enter the market. But these things of doing technical analysis, I think someone needs to attend the 7:30 a.m. class. I hope that is clear. I'm not attacking, but someone who wants to learn technical analysis, I think it is important for them to attend the 7:30 a.m. class or watch the videos that are already onto the YouTube channel. So I may not go into technical analysis here. It is a disservice to me. Yeah, because you cannot repeat what you do there, then you repeat it here on a question and answer session, and the information is too much. I think I cannot teach it in one. Teaching someone from a candle. Here I can only teach you enter coin using indicators, but then analyzing markets, Yeah, it is. It is a very huge question.
Uh,
Back you, Coach Jerina.
Yes, leader, I have shared a link for crypto ambassadors. Please, you can go and subscribe to that channel. Most of the questions that you are asking that a leader doesn't have to repeat here are taught in the whole week. So you can find a video that talks about that. All you need is to check a video that is most current. I will unmute Anane Isaac. Anane Isaac, please ask your question.
Okay, thank you. My question is on, I'm in Ghana and I have a prospect or someone that I would want to join. I want to join from UK. I don't know, like the help I am getting is like it's not helping me because from those using the Royal Kill in USA, it's not accessible when you're using iPhone. And then they also need something they call VPN. And so it becomes complicated over there to use a Royal Kill. I don't know if there is a clear way that you can show me for me to register that person in USA, that the person can also start using Royal Kill to trade.
There is no shortcut. One, they must buy an Android phone because
Okay, so they can.
Apple has issues with location. They need to buy an Android phone from California, I think. Is it from the Californian state? Something like that. Number two, yeah, they need an Android phone. Okay, they need an Android phone. Then they can't use Binance. They can use Kraken. If they want Binance, they use an Android phone. They pay for VPN, and they can be able to access. That is the approach. It is not straight. It's not like you in Ghana because of regulations of the area.
Okay, so it means they cannot use an iPhone to do the trading.
I've seen some use it, but it also differs from one state to another. In some states they can, in some other states they can't. But what I know the best is Android. That one has no restriction of state. But there are people in some states who can use iPhones to access Royal Q, some can't.
Okay.
George William, unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right, thank you. You can hear me?
You're loud and clear.
All right. I'm still new on this platform and on Royal Q, but I'm asking if I have a coin that I'm selling, like I have one coin that I'm selling, can I use that amount to buy another coin at the same time?
Okay, thank you, William. Your money is in a coin.
Yes.
It cannot move into another coin.
So I have to
It
load more.
cannot stay in that coin.
I have to load more money.
You need more money because your money is in the other coin.
Okay.
You can only access it back when the other coin has sold.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Let's move on to our next question. We are almost up to the time. Mukasa says, what is the effect of Binance putting monitoring tag on a coin? What is the effect of Binance putting a monitoring tag on a coin?
Now, I just want to pick any coin that is having a monitoring tag. I just want to pick any coin that's having a monitoring tag, FTT. Now this coin has a monitoring tag. So let's read. Binance is saying, coins listed below are crypto tokens with a monitoring tag. Monitoring tag is applied to coins that exhibit notably high volatility and risk compared to other coins. They are high risky. They usually go up at a higher speed and they drop very fast. I don't know if I've answered you, meaning that like you look at Troy, sometimes it sharp shoots and when it goes down, it dips highly. You know, there is something you will see that never happens on most coins. Coins don't go back so much to their previous prices, but highly volatile coins, they do that. So that's what they are trying to tell you. So if you are very fearful, don't trade them. Okay, if you fear so much, don't trade them. Trade other coins. I don't know if that makes sense. Back to Coach Gerino. And number 3, maybe they can be delisted. They can be delisted very fast. Once they are monitoring them, they have high chances to be delisted.
Okay. Dalubi Asman, what if I'll save my leader from this? Dalubi, you're asking, you are given 4 signals at once. Are you supposed to trade them all or you trade one at a time? Dalubi, trade one signal at a time. One signal at a time. We will not take more time on that. The next question, leader, is, it's like asking when you have a shop. No, we are gone. Is it a must when holding a coin in Royal Queue to open margin calls? Is it a must when you are holding a coin in Royal Queue to open margin calls? Over to you, Leader Julius.
The question, can you come again?
Is it a must to open up margin calls when you are holding a coin in Royal Queue?
When you pause a coin, the robot cannot buy more and the robot cannot sell. So whether your margin calls are on or off, they will not be applicable. Back to you.
Nuwagaba Robert, he says, good morning, traders. My question is, how do you leaders hide your emails, passwords, when you are like showing us how to create a Binance account or Royal Q account and others? How can you be able to hide your emails or your passwords when you are showing someone on how to create a Binance account or how to create a Royal Q account?
After making your video, like if this guy is here, he's talking about Royal Q, he's making video, and he's now in his account. Yeah, he's sharing his results, la 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 la. And maybe I want to hide his details. I just come here on the video and I can put either a sticker or an effect or anything on the video. I don't know if it makes sense to someone. So you can use either this or you can use Canva to edit. I think others press in some shadows in the video so that if the video has already, then his account is not accessed. Then the other thing is that even if I show you my email, I may not be able to tap on anything you send me to my email. So you can use Canva, you can use these help you edit, add shadows, you can maneuver through because these would help you be able to create something. They create for you videos, they help you create up a video, and you can use that video and edit anything you want off from your video. So this is a video, so you see. So I can do anything with the video. I can edit, I can remove, I can add. I don't know if he has been able to understand. So you can use cover, you can use CapCut. Back to you, Coach Irene.
Vincent
I hope-
Tumwesije is asking which coins are currently good for holding.
This is a huge question, but I'll just mention maybe a few. HBAR, SUI, XLM, but XLM not so much now, but yes, can give you some money. You're a little bit late, but HBAR, SUI, XLM, IOTA, Algo. I may not talk so much about meme coins, but on Solana, you could come with Bonk. On Ethereum, you could come with Pepe. But we are not loyal to any cryptocurrency. I'm just a trader. But I could hold a few, most especially HBAR, coins that have a user case. I would look at those IXOs 222. It's a huge question. I think you need to join on Friday when we look through those deep analysis on how you can find a coin you could hold, looking at coin market cap and so many other factors of user case. And that lesson happens every Friday, which I may not be able to dive into today because this is not financial advice. So join on Friday where we dig deep. Can I hold 1,000 sats? Is doing so bad. It will rise. It will rise. It is a good coin. 1,000 sats is a good coin. Money will flow into those other coins. We are not yet in the alta coin season. But once we enter there, coins will start doing massively very good. Back to you, Coach Jerina.
Godfrey Okobo, question from Godfrey Okobo. If a person paused a coin manually because prolonged period of floating loss, if a person paused a coin manually, that is because of prolonged period of floating loss, is it advisable to reactivate? What is the potential effect of that?
When you activate a coin, it means it's out of the pause. If it is in profit, it will sell.
Alan Imposa. Alan
Continue.
Imposa, what does gaming on a coin mean? What does gaming on a coin mean? Take, for example, not coin.
Okay. Coins that are in the Gamify. Coins that are in the Gamify. Gamify, these are coins in that narrative that are used to play games. People use them to play games and they pay gas fees while playing those games. Okay. I don't know if I've answered. So the Gamify category has not yet done very well, but we could see when Ethereum starts going high, we could see coins like Immutable X, IMX. The reason why the Tone ecosystem is, by the way, you could also buy Tone. Tone is down currently, and its narrative is down, but I believe in the near future it will do well.
Okay.
Back
We
to
can
you,
go
Coach Jerry.
okay. There's a question here, leadership, from Sarah, which I think is a very good question to most people who have just come into the business. Sarah says, good morning, leader. With the bull run that is coming, is it advisable to trade or buy and hold coins? My capital is small. Is it advisable to buy and hold or to trade now that we are getting in the good times of the bull run?
Trade, make profits, hold.
Thank you. Is so much John? John says, I manually sold, I got my profit and the gas fee was charged, but the coin is still in the exchange, not USDT.
Pardon.
He said, John says he manually sold a coin and received his profits. Also, the gas fee was charged, but the coin is still in the exchange and not in USDT. How is that possible?
John has issues of transferring coins. Usually, his money moves away from the spot wallet, either goes to annual funding. So he needs to convert the coin back to USDT manually in the exchange. I think I need to just show him that. Come to your Binance account. Tap on the home icon. Then tap on the Binance logo. Okay. Then come to more services here. Then on top here, you can write the word convert. There are several ways. So it will appear. Trade any coin to any coin. So it is convert. So once it appears, on top, you put the coin where your money is, and below, you put the coin where you want to put your money, USDT. Then you tap maximum, and your money, you can sell off 25%, or you can sell off 50% or 100%. Back to you, Coach Jerina.
Okay, Crypto Wizard, I believe Crypto Wizard has just joined the system. He says, assuming I'm given a signal with a drop percentage of 15%, and my capital is $100, How do I calculate the margin call drop in the margin configuration?
Me, I usually say that everybody needs to sit down and create a strategy according to their capital. So that even if they give you a drop of 5%, they give you a drop of 60%, 2% for you, you have already configured your own drop percentage. I don't know if it is clear. Give me a 2 in the chat if that is clear. So what I will do, so I'll just send you a video that teaches you how to do that. Me, I may not go into all that thing of creating that strategy. So I'm gonna send you a video that teaches you how to create your own strategy anytime you want. And it was done on Monday by
Chris Sembatia.
yes, by Kuris. Create a strategy according to your capital. So that when they send you a signal, you know what you are supposed to do. You are not worried about which drop, because no matter which drop someone gives, nobody is sure on how deep a coin can go. Back to you, Coach Jerina.
Peter, our next question is from Peter. It's about an issue of IDs here in Uganda. He says in Uganda, the issue of ID expiry has done a disservice to us, especially when registering new prospects or team building. Leader, do you have any solution, or is there any exchanger which does not require KYC?
HTX, Mexi, all of those. You can use them without doing KYC. The only one you can't use is Binance.
Okay. Godfrey, the next question is from Godfrey. Leader, it's already time. I don't know if we should continue or end the call and postpone to next Friday.
Let's keep on and finish up at midday.
Okay. Godfrey Okobo says, please help me on this. If a person posts a coin manually, because we have already done that, or Paul, can I hold 1,000 sats? We have answered that. Jimmy says, is it possible for one to activate a trading coin if it is in floating loss? Can you activate? Is it possible for one to inactive? Oh, this is, Jimmy, your question is not clear. It is not clear. You're saying, do you want to activate a coin, a trading coin, if it is in floating loss? You can write your question, or we unmute you. Wako says, the card used to register Binance and Royal Q is soon expiring. So is it okay for me to hold a coin while wait to use a passport? Because as of now, I can't access this service. Please advise.
If it is, I have an expired Binance of one of my accounts used by my daughter, but I was told by one of the guys working with Nira, I just need to check up on him again. But the government is issuing new IDs soon, so you can either have a passport or wait for the new ID, my brother. But the coins will remain in. Post them in your Royal Queue. But I also, at the same time, if you have capital, open up HTX, connect HTX, be trading, let the other ones in Binance get paused, because you cannot be able to transfer them after it has expired. Or what you can do is that if your ID is about to expire, you can migrate the coins from Binance to HTX and continue with your business. Any of the two would be a good choice.
Okay. Sunday Samuel, how can I know the best coin to trade? How can he know the best coin to trade?
I believe those questions to do is looking for best coins to trade. Let people attend those specific trainings that are of that subject. Wednesday in the morning and Wednesday in the evening. I keep on doing those classes. I believe it may not be easy for me to go through all that at this moment.
Okay. Leadership, more to the issue of IDs. I had a client also yesterday who had an account that had expired. He had used a a national ID, but since the driving permit, if someone has a driving permit and the driving permit can be renewed in less than a day, in 1 day or 2 days. So I think another option for Ugandans could be to get to renew a driving permit if it's the driving permit that has expired. And we did it yesterday with one of my clients, and he was able to access his accounts.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, leader. We go to Aaron. Aaron says, is it possible for one to deposit capital directly from mobile account to HTX exchange and withdraw back?
No, I think they are not traders, they are direct. They are sellers, but they are no buyers.
Sorry about that. I received a call. Our next question is from Wako. Wako says, when I have got money on Binance, I can transfer. Okay, we did that. Someone is raising their hand. Who is this? Ruth? Ruth, you can unmute yourself.
Good morning, leadership. My question was about holding a coin on Royal Q. Is it safe to hold it there for a long time? And another question was about the fuel. When do I get charged for fuel? When I'm holding the coin, am I charged fuel or it is only charged at the end of the trade?
I think I've answered this. I don't know over how many times. Look here. This is Doge. It's up by 9%, $14. My money is in Binance. It is not in Royal Q. I only get charged fuel fee if I activate this trade and it sells in profit. Have I answered you?
All right. Yeah, thank you, Leader Julius.
All right. Doge is going to do well. Doge is going to do well. And in the coming 3 days until Donald Trump gets in office. So it's a good coin. Let me find another signal. Those who traded Shiba, did you make money? Now I want to find another coin. Those who traded Shiba, did you make money? This is like 10%. If someone could stay long on Doge, you can take 10% up to when Donald Trump becomes president. There's another 10% there. Let me find another coin here. I'm going with pumping coins. I'm not using any category. I'm just looking at them. So I don't have any gists. I don't know how. There's a very good support here. There is someone asked about picking coins. There is a very easy way. Let me use 4 hours. Let me take SAG as an example. Put up pivot points. When you put up pivot points, look at this. That is the center to keep things understandable. That's the center. All it can retrace, then break it. But let's take this to be the center. Now, look at the current price, 1.69. 1.69 now. In simple terms, the coin is above resistance 3, high, very risky. So I'll run away. I will not trade the coin because of its high risk. Then I find another coin. I can put in 4 hours. This also 4 hours, never forget to raise. Then I put on pivot point. I look at the pivot. So 0.0932, 0.098, 0.098. The coin is in between here. So it is here. Meaning my take profit can be this. All my take profit can be this. And that is simple. So how do you make it that? How can you make it that? You just tap on create, martingale, put in the settings, start the coin, then you tap on the sell icon here. Then you enter that specific price that you want the robot to sell at. But I don't think the coin will buy. Let me see. But now it has RSI, what. But after your robot has bought, you need to tap on the sell icon where they ask market price. You enter this price here. You enter this price, either this one or this one. Once the market will get there, the robot will sell. I think on Saturday morning, which is tomorrow, I'll teach this. I'll teach that tomorrow, Saturday morning, 7:30. I'll teach that Saturday, 7:30. Dive into details to keep it, because here it might take a lot of time. You can use pivot points to find good coins to trade, and they're very easy. Back to you, Coach Jerina.
Thank you, leader. Sarah, please, it is not allowed to share numbers here. You need to go through your leaders. We don't know who you are, and we don't do that. If you need to share any numbers, get through your leaders. If you need to offer any help, go through your leaders. We move to the next question. And those who are asking questions to Sarah, please, if you offer your money to anyone that we don't know and you lose the money, do not come back to Crypto Ambassadors and say that you picked the number from this meeting. Get through your leaders. They will help you on how to go about things. Our next question. Our next question is from Tugume. Tugume says, is it possible? We have done that. We have done that. We have done that. Tugume again says, in case I do not have any documentation to open Binance account and I want to use HTX, how can I deposit trading capital to my HTX account?
You don't want
how can she be able to deposit the trading capital on the HTX account?
You need someone who can help them buy from somewhere else, then deposit them, then deposit the money there. It remains a P2P approach. It remains a P2P approach. You need someone who she sends the money, because crypto basically may not have direct deposits depending on the country where you are in. I don't know if
Okay.
I'm making sense.
It does. We move to
It
Asina.
changes depending on, you need someone.
Okay. Okay. The person who asked that question, please get in touch with your upline. He will be able to help you. Our next question is from Asina. Asina says, good morning, leader. What does abnormal execution mean in trading a coin that has bought all the margin calls? Can you explain to me that? Abnormal executions.
Abnormal executions might always happen when the person's coin has left the spot wallet. When the coin has left the spot wallet, you will get abnormal executions. Sometimes abnormal executions happen when there is a high momentum. Okay, you can open your robot in Royal Queue when there is high momentum or coins are pumping very fast and the robot is giving you abnormal executions. What you always need to do, switch off your phone or delete the app, re-download or log out and log in. Sometimes it could be money is not in your spot wallet. Other times it could be because of high momentum of coins currently.
Okay.
Back to you, Coach Jerin.
Emma says, if the margin call is off, can the robot sell the coin? If the margin call is off, can the robot sell the margin? Can it sell the coin?
Yes, it can sell the coin.
Then Peter says, what about using a different Binance to deposit on HTX?
Okay.
And Sunday, what is the consequences of pausing a coin in Royal Q, and is pausing a coin needful in trading? Sunday, I think this was answered from the beginning.
Sunday, since I have said it several times, when let me pick one coin here. I want 3%. But me, I have bought this coin. It may be hard for me to get it back at this price. So when I pause the coin, I leave. I don't want it to sell. I want to keep holding my coin. So I have no issue. So pausing is good to me, but it may be bad to another person. It depends on your reason why you are pausing. I'm pausing not to sell. I can be in profit, but I don't want to sell the coin because I can never get it at the price I bought it. I hope I've answered.
Yes, I think we have gotten to. Allow me to ask my question. Okay, Innocent. Innocent, I haven't seen your hand. You're not putting up your hand. I cannot easily find you. You need to put up your hand so that I can unmute you. Innocent, raise your hand so that I unmute you. Innocent to Akire. Okay. You can unmute, Innocent. Innocent, I've sent you a request. You can unmute and ask your question. Okay, I think he's not able to do that. Leadership, you have truly exhausted almost every question. Ekopo has just written a question here on trading. On trading the pivot point, what should be out? What should be out TP, since we have to put a manual selling price? On trading the pivot point, what should be this the take profit? This is Ekpo from Nigeria.
I think I discussed and I said I will discuss pivot points tomorrow on Saturday at 7:30.
Okay.
I don't want to cause confusion now, so I will do tomorrow. There is a coin that I trust. Since Bitcoin is rising, there is a, let me show it to you. Because I know Donald Trump is going to cause markets to do well, I think I end with this. It's not financial advice, but it's just off my mind. And I'm just going to give you reasons why I believe this coin can go up, and anybody who can trade it, go hard on it. DGB. The coin is called Digbyte. So let me open it for you so that I dig deep. This is the coin. It's related to Bitcoin. Its all-time high of this coin, it went up to 0.15, and it is down totally. It is not a very old coin, but let's read about it. So Digbyte is an open source blockchain asset creation protocol or platform developed and began in October 2013, and the genesis block of DGB token was mined in January 2014 as a fork of Bitcoin. As a long-standing, so when we talk about a fork, how can I explain? But let me first read. As a long-standing public blockchain and cryptocurrency, Gigabyte uses 5 different logarithms to approve security and originally aimed to improve on the Bitcoin blockchain security, capacity, and transaction speed. Gigabyte consists of 3 layers: smart contract, app store, and a public ledger. And the core protocol featuring nodes communicate to really transaction. I am not giving any financial advice, but these coins that are related to Bitcoin, because there are others here. There are other coins here. There are other coins here, but this coin, it says it is a hard fork. Forks of cryptocurrencies, they're usually cryptocurrencies that disagree. For example, when you see Ethereum doing well, its fork called Ethereum Classic will always do well. Simply because there were some disagreements here that people decided to come up with this. And there were some disagreements with Bitcoin that this guy decided to come up with this. So I believe as Bitcoin is going up, this coin will do well. I think another one is a coin people don't want. It's 1,000 what? So it's now not doing well. I don't know why, but 1,000 sats. Why is this having these pairs? There are now very many. $1,000 sats. It is also a meme coin related to Bitcoin. So I believe it also do well. The other it's not doing. Okay. It's not doing so well generally. But I talked about DGB. DGB, I believe that as markets get better, DGB could be able also to do well. So if there is an opportunity, so let's get to trading view for just analysis. DGB. Which coin was on my screen? Guys, before I continue, which coin was on my screen if someone remembers? Because that coin had a very good entry. I don't remember. Which coin did I analyze? Just 1 minute, I tried to remember, but I'm now tired. I think that's why I can't remember. But there was a coin I had analyzed, drawn a pyro chart around it. I've forgotten the coin. This one will also be good. Let me look at this one. There's a coin I had analyzed. I've forgotten it, but when I opened the trading view, it had shown opportunity. So let me go back to DGB, but I've missed that coin. Was it XLM? It's not this one. Let me go back to DGB to close up. DGB. Just look for an opportunity. Hmm. La, 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 la. According to my simple understanding, this looks like a retracement. We need one more. But it may be. Maybe. But it's not clear. The movement is not very clear. When we look at it this way, yeah, it is making sense. expansion, retracement, expansion, reverse. Let me try. Just some few minutes. There is no business. Just it needs some more time to analyze and look at it very well. Maybe we shall find other signals as time goes on. But the coin was CSC. Sure. I was analyzing CSC. It had a very good entry opportunity, but I don't remember to analyze that coin. But it had a very good. Did I open this coin and draw a parallel channel around it? I was doubting. Okay, guys, I think I'll take a break for now. I've been in this office since 4 a.m. in the morning. I think I've done enough for now. I want to wish you the best. I think I've done enough for now, personally. Just to find that I could drop you some signals. Since 4 a.m. I'm here. I think it's enough for now. I need to rest. See you tomorrow. See you in the evening. See you tomorrow in the morning at 7:30, where I'll talk about pivot points. Because pivot points could ease some of you to enable you keep trading, especially now in an uptrend when there is high momentum. It's only a pivot point that could keep someone in a trade for some good time. I love you all, and I believe it's high time for me to I think it's enough for now, guys. Have a nice day. Catch up with you tomorrow in the morning. Back to you, Coach Irina.
Thank you, Leader Julius. Thank you so much. People, let's drop some love hearts for this gentleman. I have not met a man who works as hard as he does with all his heart and mind and soul. Let us show some love to Leader Julius. Can I see some love hearts? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Wizard. Thank you. Let's show some love to Leader Julius. If you have really gained from his teachings, from his meetings, let's show some love to Leader Julius. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for attending this call, and we will do this every Friday, and later in the day, we are having another Zoom call. In the night, we will have the normal Zoom calls that we have. Saturday, we are having a new users orientation call. Those who are new in the system, those who have downlines who have just joined, remember to share the link as early as possible to prepare them so that they can be on these calls. They are very important, and we can grow much faster when we grow together as a team. Thank you so much. We also have a mega international Zoom call that will be happening on Sunday. Rally all your people, all your prospects, get them ready so that they can plan to be on that call at 4 p.m. East African time. Thank you so much. God bless you for now, and let's call it a day.